Strikeout rate last year, the fourth lowest in the American League, so his defense has to play well behind him. Slower is better. His curveball and changeup are excellent. Hitters hitting under 200 on those, but his fastball over 300, so we better slow it down.
I'm looking heater.
Ball gets loose out in left center field, so Jake Meyers tracks it down.
I was getting real nervous in your scouting report, Joe. You know, Michael's got that perfect timing. And if you're not done with the scouting report where he can say, let's do it, you know, it sets him off a little bit.
Well, I felt a little rushed.
Slow it down, like they said. So France is ready. Torres is ready. And let's do it here in Houston. First pitch, low and away, we're underway. John Lipka, the home plate ump. James Hoy at first. Rob Drake at second. DJ Rayburn is over at third. One and one. Yankees are 3-0 for the first time since 2003. And starting in 1995, they've only done it 4 times. 95, 01, 03, and this year at 2024. They've also handled the Astros. They've won 6 straight dating back to last year against the Astros. And the 2-1. Now this is a stat that jumps out at you. They're the 9th team in baseball to win the first 3 games after trailing in the 6th inning or later each game. 9th team in baseball history to do that.
Right off the top of your head, huh, Michael?
Well, I've had 2 days off to research this fall.
That's right.
It's a lot of history.
Sharp as ever.
JP had some shoulder issues early in spring training, so didn't make a lot of starts. So he's not really built up a lot.
3-2. High fly ball, shallow left center. Myers makes the call on the catch. Why don't we check out the Astros defense? You've got McCormick in left, Myers in center, and Tucker over in right. Infield, Bregman, Pena, Altuve, and Singleton gets the start over at first base in place of Jose Abreu, who's gotten off slowly offensively. Yander Diaz behind the plate. Yordan Alvarez is the DH, and on the mound is JP France. Here's Juan Soto, hitting .500, OPS of 1.433. Line drive, it's another base hit for Soto. Myers cuts the ball off, holding Soto to a single.
You know what's amazing about Soto to me, Joe, is he's an aggressive hitter, but he doesn't leave the strike zone. I mean, this is a pitch, a get me over pitch. No, lined up, rocketed into right center field.
Well, he's top 1% hard hit and top 1% in fewest chases, so it's like what you're talking about. He knows what he likes to hit, and when he gets it, he attacks it.
Here's Aaron Judge. Judge has been a little sluggish the first 3 games, 2 hits in 12 at-bats.
Really a back leg hitter, not a lot of stride, which, you know, creates very little head movement, and it probably has a lot to do why he has such a good eye at the plate.
Do you buy into the theory that the hitters that have a great eye at the plate have better than 20/20 vision? It's like 2015, 2010.
I agree with, yeah, I do, because I remember in the old day, most of the players, I mean, believe me, it's not now, but most of the players were 2010. I think Ted Williams was 2010. And we've talked over and over. I mean, it's a God gift, the ability to see the seams of a baseball. You have to have great vision.
See if they green light Judge. They do. Sky high pop-up. Altuve. 2 away. Let's a little scouting report on the home plate umpire John Lipka. He's hitter-friendly, so he calls fewer high strikes on righty batters and fewer inside strikes on lefty batters. He's in his 8th big league season. Paul always loves the hitter-friendly guys.
That green's good. You know that?
It means go, right?
Yeah, that's right. Get $200 if you pass go, everything.
Here's Anthony Rizzo.
Well, you talk about that scouting report. The right-handers, he's going to want to get up in the zone. That's how he's going to want to get them out, because he throws a lot of fastballs and cutters. Doesn't use his curveball and changeup nearly enough to him, I don't think. So hopefully that bodes well for the Yankees. He doesn't call it up there.
Drops an off-speed pitch in for a strikeout, or for a strike, 1-1.
So I was saying he pitches up a lot with his fastball. I think he pitches up with his changeup on purpose so it looks identical.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's not great location, but if you're going to follow that up with high fastballs or before, yeah, from the hitter's eye, it looks like the same pitch. You know, the hardest changeup for me to hit was the changeup that had the four seam. It looked just like a fastball. I mean, most guys turn their changeup over where you see the side spin on it, and you can track it a little better.
Who had the best changeup you faced?
There were, I mean, Pedro obviously had a great changeup, had great everything, but Keith Folk, remember Keith Folk?
Yeah.
He had a pitch. It just like he would stomp his foot, and the ball would never get there. It was like one of the cartoons from Bugs Bunny. It just never got there.
Count is full. So Soto will go from first with 2 outs, 3-2 count. Stanton getting a first-hand scouting report from Judge. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss on the curve. No runs a hit. 1 man left. It's the Yankees nothing, and the Astros come to bat.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included.
I'm Spencer, your #1 solo recording artist. I've won so many music awards, I use them as doorstops. I love that you love how often I sing I love you. Because love is what makes Suncoast Credit Union the best option to save, borrow, or invest. Who doesn't want more love, better rates, and less fees? Get influenced by me and trust a credit union that loves you back. I'm Spencer, the influencer.
First, now it's the Astros' turn. Starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. Altuve at second, Alvarez at DH, Tucker in right. Middle third of the order, Bregman, Diaz, and Singleton. And the bottom third of the order, Chas McCormick, Jeremy Pena short, Jake Myers in center field batting ninth. And they're going to face Clark Schmidt. See his numbers from last year, 9-9, 4.64 ERA. And let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report on Clark.
Well, they need to keep it close. Clark needs to keep it close. 25 of the 32 starts, he gave up 3 runs or less. And the Astros bullpen has been really beat up in this series, so keep it close. He's going to have to use this curveball below the zone against the left-handed hitters. He struggles off the left-handers because he doesn't really have anything that goes away. So use your curveball below the zone. It's an outstanding pitch. It's got to be efficient. He got up to 68 pitches in spring training, 5 innings. His last start against the Mets. 6 Ks, no runs. So better be efficient if you want a decision today.
Altuve swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left field. Verdugo is there and puts it away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Let's check out the Yankee defense. You've seen Verdugo on left, Judge in center today, and Soto over in right. Infield, Birdie making his Yankee debut. He's at third. Then Cabrera, Torres, and Rizzo short to first. Trevino behind the plate. Stanton, the DH. Schmidt is on the mound.
That's efficient. One pitch, one out.
That is efficient.
One pitch, it could be out of the ballpark or an out with Altuve. He comes out of the batter's box or out of the on-deck box swinging.
You used to joke that when Jeter and I hit first and second that you'd get on the on-deck circle before we would.
I know one thing. I had my helmet and gloves on at the same time you did. It's just like he wasn't eyeballing anybody. He was swinging.
The 0-2.
So I'm trying to get that knuckle curveball below the zone there. He didn't get it quite low enough. If I'm him, I'm thinking about throwing another one just a little bit lower to see if he'll chase it. But he wants it going down more than into Alvarez. That straighten you up a little bit.
You know what? It's a great purpose pitch.
Yes,
you know,
it is.
Different location, in off the plate. You saw, you know, it's not going to hit him, but it's going to make him stand up, move his feet a little bit.
Astros are 0-3 as a team for the first time since 2011.
And that's that cat and mouse game. Up and in, and then he's trying to backdoor that breaking ball so it looks further away because he straightened him up.
Just missed inside. Alvarez, first 3 games, 2 hits and 12 at-bats. Tucker on deck. Fielded by Torres. Covering is Schmidt. 2 outs. All right, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers, Paul.
Wow, we've seen the Soto effect, and it has been exciting. 6 for 12, a home run, 3 RBIs, great defense so far. Good as always. I mean, the bullpen I'm talking about, 11 2/3 shutout innings to start the season. And happy Easter. Why not? You know, it's a beautiful day. 3-0, the Yankees are. Enjoy your day. Favorite Easter candy, Michael? What is it?
Any kind of chocolate.
Yeah?
Yep, how about you?
I like those malted milk balls. The ones that look like eggs. Those things were really good. Joe, you look like, I don't know. The
milk chocolate.
Just milk chocolate?
Yeah, any kind.
My wife's obsessed with the sugary jelly beans. I don't even do those. No.
I'm just glad that on this Easter Sunday I get a chance to do a game with my peeps.
Yeah? I didn't like those either. Those yellow marshmallow things.
And down goes Tucker. Schmidt works a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the second. Nothing on yes.
Bring home 7 days of savings with daily deals from The Fresh Market. Shop Mondays for buy one get one free deals, including mouth-watering bacon and crab cakes. Tuesdays get chuck and chicken for just $3.99 per pound. Wednesdays save on shrimp and sashimi tuna. And shop Thursdays for tasty, easy meals under $10, including $6 pizzas. Then grab our 3-day weekend deals on the best meat and seafood, like gourmet burgers, lobster tails, and more. Don't wait to save. Shop The Fresh Market today.
Why are you here?
To find a place to rent. I know renters when I see them. Apartments.com. We can help you get into a lovely 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom. I don't want to presume anything. Apartments.com. The place to find a place.
You have an excellent warranty.
Warranty?
No, warranty.
Okay, gotta go.
You must have American Home Shield.
How'd you know?
I can tell your appliances and home systems are protected. Covered repairs and replacements are taken care of. Warranty never lies. Half off cookie dough! Visit AHS.com today for 40% off.
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Presented by PNC Bank. Well, the roof at Minute Maid Park is closed. It usually is. kind of an overcast day, cloudy, not too much sun. Giancarlo Stanton leads off the second. One and 0. Great performance yesterday by Marcus Stroman. 6 innings of no earned runs. And then the Yankee bullpen continued its really perfection in the 3 games and gave the offense time to get back into it. 1 and 2. And that's been the difference in the series because the Astro bullpen has really been rough. They have not done the job the first 3 games.
I would say that's putting it nicely.
In other words, they got bombed? Is that what you're saying?
Except for Hader. Line drive, it's up, base hit. McCormick will play it off the wall. Stanton is jogging into second, and he will make it with a double.
Well, it's a good sign. You see Stanton, his first home run the other day was on a breaking ball, and this is another one. And if he can cover that breaking ball away, you know he's balanced, not out in front a little bit. Looks easy, doesn't it?
He knew exactly how much time he had to get there.
Here's Verdugo.
You see Stanton, not a lot of movement either. Not much of a stride, but total extension. And that's where he doesn't use his lower body a lot. He's just so strong. He just uses his upper body, not much of a stride, and his hammer is a baseball.
Verdugo, 2 hits in his first 11 at bats as a Yankee. He's 3 for 6 lifetime against France.
Tell you what, he's done a really good job in left field. He's had some great jumps on some balls out there.
High fly ball. Deep right center, Myers back. Makes the catch, tagging Stanton. The throw comes to short. Stanton advances to third.
Again, early in the game, it's so important in these innings. Leadoff double. Now you get Stanton over to third. He needs to touch home plate with a good at bat.
See the infield come in here. I mean, I think you, as a shortstop and third base, you probably play a little bit deeper because of Stanton's speed. You don't have to be on the grass. I mean, Altuve's deeper than on the right side than they are on the left side, which is kind of unusual to me. I would give myself a little bit more room.
You got to believe with Stanton. I mean, you're seeing the ball through. He's not going on contact. So anything that's held into the infield, chances are Stanton's going to be at third base.
John Birdie, his first at bat as a Yankee.
How about your first at bat in a week?
Yeah.
Runner on third, less than 2 outs. Find a way to get it done.
This is my opening day, right?
34 years old, came over to the Yankees Wednesday in a 3-way trade with Miami and Tampa Bay. He came from the Marlins. 2-1. 18th round pick back in 2018. He stole 41 bases to lead the majors in 2022. Good solid player, 34 years old. 7th big league season. Aaron Boone said he's had managers from the National League East call him up and say thank you for taking him out of the division. He's a pesky player.
I said to Susan or someone, I don't remember who it was, I said, man, he's a pest. And she said, he's not a good guy. I said, no. As an opposing manager, he does so many different things.
Taking, 3-2.
Bunts, runs, play short, play third, second, left, center, right.
Top quarter of the league in avoiding strikeouts.
And it really helps to pay. Listen to what kind of bump up, get embarrassed and set.
Third of the football. Well, he ran the route at the.
And there you go.
He didn't leave the zone. He just didn't put the bat on the ball. He went back to a breaking ball here and got strike 3. And I think as a pitcher, you'll take a chance. You need the strikeout to keep Stanton at third base. I think if you look back at this count, he had a 3-1 pitch that he fouled back. That is the pitch that he'll be thinking about in the dugout, that he should have got the job done.
Here's Jose Trevino. 2 outs. The infield backs up. And a strike.
Tell you what, his slider's really sharp today. I know sometimes they call it a cutter. Sometimes I don't know what the difference, but
that's a little bit bigger than the cutter. That is
I believe so. I mean, that's a really good pitch. He's also added a sinker this year to try to get something to go away from the left-handers as well and into the right-handers.
Quickly 0-2.
This is where you can't get in panic mode as a hitter. I mean, you've had 2 sliders on the outside corner. That one is a little off. Chances are you're going to even see one a little farther away this pitch.
I'm saying panic. I'm in a panic mode. I'm 0-2. He's made 2 perfect pitches with sliders.
Yeah, but you start panicking at the plate, you'll swing at anything. And that ball was, he actually missed, was supposed to be a slider even farther outside.
It's easy to say now that you're up here in the booth.
Much easier up here.
Foul back.
Got Babe Ruth on deck there, Michael, for the first 3 days.
Stan leads off third. The 1-2. 2-2.
High fastball looks so good to right-handed hitters, and you just got to lay off it. Bring him down in the zone if you're a right-hander.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the second. Popped up, shallow right. Who's going to get there? No one will get there. Singleton can't hold on. Stanton scores. Trevino dunks in a single, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead.
You know what? You can say this is a lucky hit, but if you break down the at-bat, I mean, he did everything he could. He laid off tough pitches, fouled off some tough pitches, finally put one in play. And when you do that, you never know. Ball off the end of the bat, kind of in nowheresville. I thought Altuve would call him off, but it was a little bit late. And get the Yankees on the board.
Yeah, and John Singleton is not a first baseman that he's played a lot with, so the communication's probably not great, and understanding his range is probably not great.
There's a strike to Cabrera. 7 hits and 13 at-bats. What a start to the season. He is just the 5th player in the last 40 years to have a game-tying hit in the 6th inning or later in 3 straight games to start the season.
Think you knew that coming to the park, Michael?
He?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Meredith told him.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
I had a girl, Meredith.
And I'm actually a little bit surprised that there's actually 5 guys that have done it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, because how many teams, first of all, start 3-0? It's not that all common.
How many trail 6th inning or later?
Yeah.
All smiles today when I walked into the clubhouse, Guy. Shocker, Oswaldo Cabrera. But it was interesting what he said the last couple of days about how much he is zeroed in on Juan Soto and what he does to prepare and how that's helped him get ready.
Hits the ball sharply, but Myers right there. Yankees get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Bombers.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
With Car Gurus, you can start your financing from home. If only you could do things your way all the time. Maybe someday, Dad. Get it with Gurus.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete.
By Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Look at that beautiful car. Today's picture was submitted by Jonathan. He and his son Theodore are ready for a long season of cheering on the Yankees. So far, so good. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. And we might spotlight you in a future game. One 1-0 Yankees. Got to bring up Alex Bregman. 3 hits and 11 at-bats, first 3 games.
You know, you're speaking of cars, Michael, but looking at that, I mean, how about in our hotel? Kind of hooked onto the hotel. Did you pick up a couple beauties on the way home?
I looked at the price tags on those cars.
Yeah,
and I walked up.
The name of these cars, folks, are Rolls Royce. So if that gets you any clue. They had a baby blue Easter one. I thought it's just you and Meredith just cruise to the park in.
I mean, we would have looked great in that car, Michael. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Who's paying the car payment?
That would be Michael.
I'll tell you what.
No, he does a little better than I do.
I looked at the sticker on the window.
Yeah.
Did you look, Paul?
Yeah, I did, actually.
$434,000.
That was bald. If you add what's on there, it's $585 or something. I mean, my parents would turn over in their grave. I think they spent $30,000 on their first house.
I actually looked at it. I was standing there alone. I saw $434,000, and I just said, "Yeah, I'm good." And I kept walking. Said it out loud.
Maybe a little present when you retire.
You think so?
Yeah.
Sky high pop up or roof high pop up. Rizzo puts it away.
There's been really high pop-ups already in this game. I'm glad, none of them are to the catchers. Was I worried about that? The one Judge hit?
Meredith, were you here? Did Judge hit the rafters, or was it close in one of the games that we didn't do?
If he hit it, I didn't see it. He didn't hit it. There were a couple very high pop-ups, but not the rafters that I saw.
Diaz, base hit left field. This kid can hit. The new everyday catcher with Martin Maldonado departing as a free agent.
Well, they've been clamoring for him to play more. And last year, he had over 300 at-bats, second in home runs and for catchers, and hits right-handers much better than left-handers. 23 homers, 60 RBIs. He hit 282, and he doesn't hit lefties at all, which is the interesting thing. So, I mean, he's going to be here for a long time. When you think of the ranks and didn't even play every day. Cal Raleigh is an everyday player, and he likes to hit homers. Cal?
Ooh. So you break down catching, Joe, and you know so much about the defensive aspect of it. You can somewhat teach a guy to hit a little bit better. I mean, you're not going to take a 200 hitter and make him a 300 hitter. You can gradually get better, but can you take an average catcher defensively and make him a very good defensive catcher?
I think you can through a lot of reps. I do. I think it's probably easier to make him a better catcher as long as he's athletic enough.
Nice attempt by Birdie. He cannot get there, so just a strike.
Man, that's a tough play when you're having to run so far. I mean, he's basically playing shortstop.
Right.
And he's trying to catch this ball, and he slides to protect himself and just comes up a little bit short or maybe a little bit to the left of the ball. That can't feel good either, sliding like that.
You know, the warning tracks in these parks are always like rock hard, you know, because they don't get groomed as much as the infield. And you slide in there, you usually have that strawberry in your knee for the rest of the year.
Singleton down on strikes, 2 away.
And as I was saying, I think you can learn to block better. I think you can learn to throw better. Now, you may not be able to increase your arm strength. See him going up. Lefties don't like the ball up there with a little backdoor cutter. But you can't really increase arm strength a lot. You can a little bit, but the quickness that you get the ball in the air, you can increase a lot. And you know what pitchers want, I think, more than anything, is someone that they feel they can trust putting signals back there.
Right.
And that's where you make a great improvement from a young to an older catcher, because of the reps that you have, and you understand calling games better than you did before.
1-1 on McCormick.
Because in the minor leagues, a lot of times you can just outstuff people. There are a lot of hitters in the big league, you can't outstuff them. You got to make pitches, and you got to be aware of what pitches to make at the right time.
One nothing Yankees on the Trevino bloop single. Two and two.
Tell you what, he flirts with that 18 seconds, doesn't he?
Oh.
You know, and he's probably getting the sign right now as he's walking around the mound. That's the difference. You're not waiting till they get on the mound. I think he had about 1 second his last pitch.
Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Schmidt. McCormick goes down on strikes. Top of the order coming up. Torres, Soto, and Judge. This is not the time to make a sandwich. Just sit back and enjoy two outstanding hitters coming up.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. There's never been a better time to get reliable 100% fiber internet. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included. Fast, easy, reliable. Frontier.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Spencer. I am your wittiest late-night TV host. My wordplay's so sharp it even makes the grammar police smile. I'm so darn likable you named your kids after me, just like I named my firstborn Suncoast. So cute. A credit union that allows me to grow savings on my terms. Certificate account? Yep. Money market? Uh-huh. IRA? You got it.
Open a 12-month certificate with a 5% APY at Suncoast Credit Union today. Lock in this great rate before it goes away.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Nothing scary about Energize.
Brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Justin Verlander on his way to the Hall of Fame, but he's done the IL. 15-day IL, right shoulder inflammation. Now he's going to throw 3-inning, 50-pitch batting practice session tomorrow. Then he's expected to begin his rehab assignment. Big loss for them. Now the Mets have a little bit of a rooting interest on this. If he pitches 140 innings this year, then his contract for next year becomes guaranteed at $37 million. The Mets pay half of it about.
Ooh.
So if he doesn't get to 140, that contract does not kick in. Torres with a fly ball to right field, and he'll put it away.
You were talking about him doing a 50-game simulated game kind of tomorrow. BP. I know Paulie's going to be here tomorrow. He could volunteer to hit.
Uh-huh. He could volunteer not to show up, too. I saw Justin Verlander in the tunnel after opening day, and he was very impressed on how quick it's kind of turned around. He said it's all about just working up to a load now where he's able to give them innings.
Here's Soto, singled in the first. Been on base 10 times in 16 plate appearances. That's good, right, Joe?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, he's so impactful at the plate, but we've seen the impact on the other side of the ball too, on defense.
I love the answer he gave to Meredith Moragovitz after the game when he turned his ankle running the bases, and I guess that was on Friday, and Meredith asked him, "Are you going?" And he said, "Yes, I'm playing." There was like no doubt. He plays every game. He played every game last year.
Yeah, I think that's actually going to push some of the other players. When you know that one of your superstars is penciled in there every single day, you start to compete with guys, even on your own team.
And guys, Joe, you alluded to it defensively. He's impressed so far in this opening series. That play he made to get Dubon at the plate in Game 1 to eventually give the Yankees the win. When I spoke to him again in the clubhouse afterwards, everyone kept asking him about his defense. The next day he made another great defensive play. And he said, well, if I keep making plays like that, people are finally going to start talking about my defense, not just the offense. I want them to talk about my defense. He's a guy that's been working so hard to improve that aspect of his game.
You know what I think people don't realize, too, is he's bounced back and forth between left and right from year to year. He had a little arm problem one year, and Washington didn't throw so well.
And he goes down on strikes.
So I think sometimes you can kind of be like tagged, like, well, he's not a very good defender. Right. But, I mean, he's played over 200 games in left and over 200 games in right. It's not just been one. There's that curveball I'm talking about. His curveball, Paul, to me, almost like goes, stops, and goes down. And he's putting that in the back of his memory, like, throw that again.
Right.
Yeah.
1-0 on Judge. Judge worked the count of 3-0. They turned him loose with a green light in the first inning, popped it up to Altuve as Boone's trying to get him on track. Remember, he didn't have that many at-bats toward the end of spring training.
You got to remember, though, in his MVP year, he only had a few at-bats over 30 in spring training that year as well. So sometimes you just get off the slow starts and sometimes you don't. But I know what you're saying, Michael. Every hitter wants to feel that he's got his timing, and maybe he doesn't.
Remember, he had the MRI on the abdominal area. Turned out that everything was fine, but they certainly took their time. They didn't want him to really injure it, so he didn't really play in that many games till right at the end.
And Paul's talked about this, and then you get 2 days off. You start playing games in a row, and you're starting to feel like you're getting your timing, and then you get 2 days off, and that makes it really difficult.
Hit sharply right at Altuve. Almost took his glove off. Timing was right there. The aim, it wasn't.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah.
It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family. You wanna know what sucks? But it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own. Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
What if we saw our yards from a fresh point of view? Growing from a new angle? If we made a nature-friendly shift? With lusher lawns using less water? And giving our gardens a creative twist, so you can grow bolder, more sustainably too. When you grow from a new angle with Pennington, there's so much more your yard can do.
4-game set. Yankees lead 1-0. They took the first 3 games. Here come the Yankees. Name that Yankee time. This player, 1 All-Star, got 1,017 hits, hit 126 home runs. Now he played for the Reds, the Yankees, the then Indians, the Marlins, the Nationals, and he also played for the Astros. Name that Yankee. Not yet, though.
I don't have it yet. I can't name him. You're good.
I thought Troy said they were going to be easy in the beginning.
Yeah, this one is not that easy.
You know it?
I found out early. I did not know it when I looked at it.
Oh, someone told you?
Yes.
Well, that's cheap.
There's a base hit to left field out the bat of Pena. Second hit for Houston.
Okay, Clark Schmidt. I mean, some of these breaking balls are kind of flat. There's not a lot going on. You know, they're going away, but staying on the same plane where guys are able to get good swings at it. Pena runs well, and he's much bigger than I thought he was. You know, as a shortstop, I saw him in the field opening day, and very surprised how tall he is.
He goes, pitches high, throw to second, not in time.
Well, he was 13 for 22 last year. He gets a good jump and a good throw by Trevino. Takes it up the line a little bit, and I thought possibly he got him on the back leg before he touched the bag. Stay on him, and that's what you try to teach if you can stay on him, but I think the momentum of the throw just kind of turned him around. And he has that bad thumb already. Now it looks like he's holding his left hand maybe a little bit.
Yeah, he really, I mean, Pena went away from the tag, the outside part of the bag, right field side of the bag, and it really enabled him to get in there because a good quick
New York
tag,
is challenging safe call at second.
Yeah, because he did come off the bag, and it didn't look like he stayed on him, but
just don't know if he got in here immediately because, see, he went away from the tag. Did he get his leg there? I think his hand was on the base at that
yeah. Sometimes they have a little bit different angle that we don't have.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out. New York will retain their challenge.
Well, that was a quick one, Michael.
They're trying to speed it up a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he got his leg right there. Good view right there where his hand was not to the bag yet.
I tell you what, a lot of times it actually turns out better when you throw it up the line a little bit because you can tag them on their legs before their hand gets there, and it's a quicker play for the second baseman.
You're intentionally getting rid of as quick as you can. I mean, are you throwing towards the bag or a little bit to the right field side?
You're trying to throw it through the bag. You're just trying to, you know, he threw out 26% last year. It was 8 for 31. Clark Schmidt does a pretty good job of holding runners and has some quick feet. The combination got Pena, and Pena was only 13 for 22 last year. That's not a good percentage.
No.
Well, it's good practice for the Yankees. They're going to Arizona after the game, and the Diamondbacks run, run, run. So they'll see a lot of it.
I was surprised, though, after 2 games where they've scored like 50 runs or whatever it is, there's not a lot of stolen bases, and they've had a lot of big leads early. So maybe that's
Probably.
part of it, yeah.
Two and 2 on Myers. And a strikeout. 4th strikeout for Schmidt. 2 away.
So one thing that Schmidt has always been able to do is, you know, spin the ball. Get it to good pitches to right-handers. A lot of swing and misses.
There's that slider that you're talking about. It's flat, but this one was at least away from Myers. The one to Pena was middle, and that's why he was able to handle it. He loves that first pitch, especially when it's up in the zone. I mean, you have to be so careful with him. Career and batting average on the first pitch is 373. Don't try to sneak one in there.
I mean, whether you like him or not, with all the controversy over the years, I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's got an outside chance at 3,000 hits, 33 years old, which is amazing because it's his 14th season. I never remember him play. 8-time All-Star, 3 batting titles, 2017 MVP, and a 307 lifetime average. I mean, you just don't see that in this game today. They said a chance at 3,000. He's over 2,000, 2,047 coming into the year. Just signed another contract, so he's got a lot more time to try to tack on.
High fly ball, left field, and deep. Going back for Dugo, looking up. See ya, tie game. Clark Schmidt just got Crawford boxed.
Yeah, and this is a really good hitter's ballpark if you pull the ball. It's just that Crawford box plays very short. I think it was 330, 340. I don't know what it is, but it definitely helps if you pull the baseball.
Alvarez takes outside.
That breaking ball, if you're catching, you just want to grab his bat because you know it's going to get hit hard. There's not a lot of movement there.
Little catcher's interference there, maybe.
So short to the baseball, which allows him to wait. And he just an aggressive hitter. Schmidt knows that he did not throw a good breaking ball.
You were talking about him getting 3,000 hits. He's got 6 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
He signed a 5-year extension. He had 1 year left. I mean, he's had over 200 hits 4 times. Led the league a couple times.
Yeah.
162 games. I think he averages 199 hits. I mean, it's very possible. Got to stay healthy.
Right.
Now this fly ball is a home run in only 2 parks in the majors. This one, and you want to guess the other?
Fenway?
Fenway, yep. High drive, center field and deep. Going back Judge. He's on the track and he'll make the play for the final out. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors and nobody left. Altuve hits one into the Crawford boxes to tie the game at 1.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
A national taste test determined America's favorite boneless wings. Applebee's won. How about that? We don't even have wing in our name. Get them now for just 50 cents. Only at Applebee's.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
If lawn care were easy, everyone would do it, as well as True Green does it. In just 3 easy steps, TruGreen's online tools help customize a treatment plan for you. Our science-driven experts
Visit to your favorite ballpark. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Cadillac scoreboard 1-1 as we go to the 4th. As Anthony Rizzo swings and misses. You know, all you have to do is watch the last 2 batters of the inning for the Astros and realize how unforgiving and unfair baseball is. Alvarez hit the ball a ton, and because he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark, it was an out. Altuve hit one to the Crawford boxes, and it was a home run. So Paul was right. It's just not fair. There's a base hit inside the right field line, kicks off the side wall. Anthony Rizzo's going to go for 2. The throw from Tucker is not in time. A leadoff double.
Pretty good all around. Good swing, good outcome, good base running. Pretty much knew he was going to go for 2 right out of the box, up in the zone, quick to it. But immediately, right down the line, Anthony Rizzo, no hesitation whatsoever about going to second base here, and then the slide to the inside part away.
Stanton swings and misses.
You were talking about the 2 balls at Alvarez. It's a great slide, Paul. Paul, you got that in your bag of tricks? No, I didn't think so. But I did see you slide in Cleveland one time like that.
Yeah, that was out of desperation, believe me.
But Alvarez and Altuve, right? You know what we call that, Michael?
What's that?
Dumb hitting. It's just dumb hitting.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't know the dimensions of the park.
Two and 1. Stanton singled and scored in the second inning. Did he go? Yes, he did. He's down on strikes. Couldn't get out of the way. And the bat came around as he's trying to fall out of getting hit.
Everything was away in the count, and then finally, as a hitter, you start diving, and then the ball up and in. He can't hold up. Big strikeout.
Well, this is as a teammate you have to pick up Giancarlo here. You know, you're trying to at least get him over. Verdugo's got a chance to drive it in. It'd be easier to drive him in to right field than it would be to left field with how short left is. So. I don't know about that, Paul.
A lot of movement. I don't know if the bat got out in front, but no looking back now.
Nice pick by Diaz. One and 2. Verdugo with a fly ball to center. That was in the second. And down goes Verdugo on strikes. 2 away.
You've seen a lot of guys swing and miss now because he's using high in the zone and then low outside the zone, and it's really changing the eye level of a lot of the hitters right now.
Yeah, and that's his best swing and miss pitch, and hitters are only hitting 145 out of the curveball. It's really got good depth to it, late depth to it. It's where he gets his strikeouts.
Birdie loops one to right field. On the run is Tucker. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. Here comes Rizzo. Here's the throw. He'll score. Birdie with his first Yankee hit, first Yankee ribby, and the Yankees lead 2-1.
Wow, what a big run and a big time to throw in a little doinker out to right field to knock in Rizzo. Good thing is with 2 outs, Rizzo's in motion. Anytime you can pick up those runs with 2 outs, kind of a backbreaker. It didn't even sound like a cracked bat, but it dunked in there. And again, with 2 outs, Rizzo was on the move at contact. He scores easily. Yeah, right off the end of the bat.
Well, I'm going to blame it on JP, the pitcher, because his cutter has, on average, 3.5 more inches more of break, right? So as a hitter, you're not expecting it to break that much, and that's why you get it off the end. Both RBIs have come that way. Trevino's came that way as well. If he hits it hard to right field, Rizzo may not go.
Trevino pops it up, shallow left. Pena makes a catch in fair territory, but the Yankees take the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 man left.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. There's never been a better time to get reliable 100% fiber internet. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included. Fast, easy, reliable. Frontier.
Home warranty.
Focus.
Yes, focus on an American Home Shield warranty. It can protect your covered home systems and appliances like this AC with a repair or replacement.
Yes, thank you.
Home.
It's ohm, not home.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's home. Visit ahs.com today for 40% off.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You find diamonds in the rust. You put your own stamp on stock parts, turning metal into murals, and detailing every detail. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Hardy's. New reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream live games with an enhanced stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for cash cards and gear. Download now and remember that if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free. Or sign up for a subscription. Well, they're up 2-1. See, now they have to hold on. It's the bottom of the... It's teaching the kid everything. Good way to break in. Yankees up 2-1. Here's Tucker. Missed outside, 1-0 as we start the bottom of the 4th. Three, 4, and 5 in the Astros order. And a strike. I've got a little bit of a trivia that I came up with. So the Astros they've gone to 7 straight league championships. 7 straight. Served into left field. It is a base hit just over the leaping try of Birdie. Well, only 3 teams in sports history have gone to 8 straight conference titles. Who are those 3 teams? And they're all within, your life.
Wow.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, that took the Yankees out. I was back in the early days of the Yankees, but all right.
Oh, because they weren't in any league championship titles for a lot of those.
Okay, the Lakers or the Celtics. I'm going to guess one of those.
Give me one.
Well, the Celtics won 100 championships, so it's got to be the Celtics.
No,
right?
because they were in league.
Okay.
It's the Lakers of Magic and Kareem. 81-82 to 88-89. Fly ball right center. Soto runs it down to retire Bregman.
You know, he not only ran this down, I mean, he went a long way for this. And again, look where he starts and look where he catches this ball. Again, being a lefty, going to the gap with your glove hand helps. But I'll tell you what, Juan Soto looks really good so far in this series in right field. All right, so what was it, Michael? The Lakers?
The Lakers, and now there's two other teams. One's a football team, one's a baseball team.
Well, we named the Braves.
Okay, I didn't hear you say that. All right, so you got one more.
Hey, by the way, you gave me the wrong answer.
Patriots?
There you go. You got all three.
Hey, I got our trivia question too, man.
Figured it out?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Who gave it to you?
Nobody. Just takes my Rolodex a while to come up with these things.
Name that Yank. You named it. 0-1 count on Diaz. Singled his first time up.
You would think that Diaz, with the way he strides, his foot goes back in a little bit, or like where he's closed, and then he opens up, that he'd be really susceptible to the ball away. But he's not. He's got really good plate coverage.
Chop the third, Birdie. There's one on the first. It's a double play. 5-4-3. Started by John Birdie. A nice feed to Torres, and then over to first for a double play. No runs, one hit, no man left on base. We go to the fifth inning. Yankees 2 and the Astros 1.
Houston is challenging the out call at first.
Well, we are back here at Minute Maid Park. The Astros are challenging the back end of the double play, and it looks like they'll win that challenge as Diaz stepped on the bag before the ball entered the glove area of Rizzo. Umpires are looking at it right now, so it is under review.
Just telling Joe, I mean, he runs very well for a catcher. I mean, this ball was hit pretty hard, an easy double play ball. He pretty much beat it out.
Joe, does it upset you when people, I know it upsets Flaherty, runs well for a catcher?
It's a backhanded compliment.
Tell you what, if I squatted behind that plate as much as catchers do, I wouldn't feel like running either.
They overturned the call at second like in 10 seconds. And this one, they're really eyeballing.
Well, this one's a little closer, that's why. Yeah, I didn't even think there was a question.
No. Yeah, the first view we saw, Michael, looked like his foot was on the base before the ball entered the glove.
Now the key is it doesn't have to hit the back of the glove. It just has to enter the glove area.
I always thought that call at first base was the toughest.
After review, the call in the field stands. The runner is out.
There you
Houston
go.
loses their challenge.
So now, that is the end of the inning. A 5-4-3 double play. No runs, a hit, no errors, and because of the DP, nobody left on base. Boy, was that close. We go to the fifth.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
Gator Light. rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
What gives meaning to a symbol? Performance, consistency, time. And then, when you see it, you know. The authentic. New Era, the official cap of Major League Baseball.
Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time for a fresh approach to pet food. Developed with vets, made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right to your door. It's smarter, healthier pet food.
From friends coming over to moms coming over. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy.
FanDuel's live same game parlay. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets if their $5 bet wins. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. The pitch to Cabrera. Out of the zone, 1-0. On the Audi scoreboard, Yankees lead 2-1 as they attempt a 4-game sweep to start the season. 9-1-2 in the Yankee order against France. Now, Joe told you this in the scouting report. France is sitting on pins and needles as he starts this game. His wife is due to give birth to their second child any day, any moment now. Any of your kids give birth to, born during the season?
No, Neville's way ahead of the game. We knew when we had to, become pregnant to have the baby in the off season. Andy was our first, was the last day of the season, but then the other two were in the off season.
How about you, Joe?
Serena was born on September 3rd, and Lena was born on September 5th, so.
Didn't have the great timing.
No. Dante was a November baby, so that worked. But the interesting thing, the discussion was Ronald Blanco. His wife just had a baby on Tuesday.
Yep.
And he could possibly start it today if they needed him to.
And Cabrera gets on base again as he leads off with a walk.
I remember the 1990 World Series with the Reds. We're playing Oakland, and Tom Browning was one of our left-handed pitchers at the time, and he was in that same position. Well, he left the game because his wife went into labor, and then they're trying to get a hold of him because we're going into extra innings, and they're trying to get him back to the ballpark because he might have to pitch.
Torres jumps on the first pitch. High pop-up. Singleton. Called off by Altuve. The ball was dropped. So they'll get the force at second. Smart play by Torres to get to first base because that could have been a double play.
Every once in a while as a runner you can kind of read that this is going to happen. There's no indication this is going to happen here. There's nothing that Cabrera can do. Start to inch off, but then all of a sudden you're dead. I mean, you're just not far enough off the base. That natural grass helps you too, partner. I mean, the ball didn't bounce up high in the air on the AstroTurf.
You think that was a misplay, Joe, or was
No.
that on purpose?
I think he did it on purpose. I think he saw Glaber out of the corner of his eye, saw that he was about halfway there.
Here's Soto.
Remember the last time he struck him out on that pitch and he shook his head? Yeah. Been around this long, you're a little coy.
Savvy.
There's the Soto shuffle.
Yep.
George Bell used to have one of those too.
Yeah, he did. I remember George Bell.
He could hit too. Ooh. Keep the inside pitch fair, as good as anyone I ever saw.
Two and one.
Man, I wonder what goes through like J.P. France's mind. His two good pitchers are his curveballs changeup, but he just took two good ones for balls. Now I got to throw him a heater.
Right. Luckily, he got it away. It looked like Soto was looking in.
You would think you'd start to see some action in the Astros bullpen. 65 coming into this inning.
There's a base hit through the left side. Torres round second. He's going to third. The throw comes into second. Good base running by Torres. Another base hit for Soto. First and third with one man out.
We talked about that first fastball went away and he swung through it. Well, they went back to it, and this is his ability to use the other side of the field. First home run of the year down the left field line. I mean, he just not up there looking to just pull everything, which makes him extremely difficult to pitch to.
You know, you don't say it about left-handed hitters very much, but a lot of times you'll say about a right-handed hitter, he just tries to shoot the hole between first and second. It looked like he tried to do that on purpose.
You know, once he swung through that first pitch away, then all of a sudden the whole field opened to him because he took one shot at pulling the ball. And then all of a sudden, all right, I'm back to what I do. See the ball away, shoot it the other way.
I mean, that's such great bat control. And you have to let that ball get deep and travel. And a lot of hitters don't have that ability, but he's so talented as a hitter.
What a start. What a start.
Yeah, this is a fun start when you're a player and you look up and you're hitting 553. That's pretty good.
The bad thing is you go 2 for 4 and your average goes down. Think you had a good day.
Ooh. Aaron Judge looking for that first home run, obviously, and if you know he's seen enough pitches here, he's hit some balls hard.
The 0-1.
A lot of times you see that low strike called on him. I thought that was below the zone, and I talked to you, he doesn't ever get upset, but it has to be hard for umpires to change what they think is low depending on the hitter.
I would assume, because I mean, first couple of years in the major leagues, I mean, it was almost a joke. I mean, everything. You know, not to make fun of anybody, but Jose Altuve's strike zone is not Aaron Judge's strike zone. I mean, it's just the way it is.
It's the first changeup he's thrown to a right-hander all day. He only throws like less than 2% to him, so he's trying something else.
Fly ball center field. Myers makes the catch. Tagging is Torres. He'll score easily. The throw comes into second. Sac fly for Judge, and the Yankees lead by 2, 3-1.
Well, good job by Aaron Judge. I mean, it wasn't far from not putting 3 on the board, but just got in on him enough to keep him in the ballpark, but got the job done.
Jeff Pentland, longtime hitting coach in the big leagues. Outstanding. I thought he was way ahead of his time. Used to say that high fly balls to center field are not a bad thing. It means you're staying on the ball. You're just a little bit on. You're getting close.
Right.
One and one on Rizzo. Two and one. Now Joe Espada, the first-year manager for the Astros, he's got to have some trepidation thinking about going to the bullpen.
I would think so, with what has happened in this 3-game series, where their bullpen, 7th inning on, has given up 12 runs.
Runner goes. They weren't even looking at him, and a ground ball to Altuve. And that'll do it. Yankees get a run on one hit with one man left. We're halfway through. They're up by 2.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
Are you coming home?
I'll be home in the morning.
I'm gonna go to...
At Delta, we get where you're coming from. After all, we're travelers, just like you.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah.
It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family. You wanna know what sucks? But it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own. Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
What if we grew from a greener angle? With lusher lawns using less water and leaning towards simpler solutions. Grow from a new angle with Pennington.
Wow, look at the pipes in this house. They're full of rust and corrosion. No wonder your showers and faucets are down to a trickle. That's a problem we can permanently fix. Hi, I'm Pete from Repipe Specialists. If you have leaky pipes or low water pressure, don't let things get worse. Call Repipe Specialists today. We'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your home in just 1 to 2 days. Call now to save 20% and take advantage of our special financing and free in-home estimate. Call Repipe Specialists today.
A 3-game set with the National League champion Arizona Diamondbacks. Coverage begins at 9 on Yes with the FanDuel Yankees pregame. MLB opening week presented by PNC Bank. And remember, if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free or sign up for a subscription. Ball gets loose in left center field as John Singleton prepares to lead off against Clark Schmidt. Yankees lead 3-1. Final game of this 4-game set. Joe, I need the manager's take on this, okay? So between innings, I watched the replay of what Altuve tried to do. And then you see Gleyber Torres, he thought it was a foul ball. He stayed in the batter's box. Then when he saw that it might be fair, then he took off. Can a manager tell a player, I want you to run hard to first base every single time? Can you do that?
Oh, you can say it as much as you want, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. And the reason is, it's a read that you have. The read tells you it's foul.
Right.
So why would I run on a foul ball?
So you don't think he did anything wrong there?
No.
And when he saw it was fair, then he took off.
Then he took off and managed to get to first. So I had no problem with what he did.
How about guys that don't run hard to first base all the time?
Well, here's the play, right? So he thinks it's foul, and he's like, he's mad he missed the pitch first. So there's your original reaction. Then he realized, I got to go, and he hustles, and there's nobody at first. He can see that there's nobody at first, so
right.
That's not a problem.
And Singleton down on strikes. Because I remember when you were manager, I asked you, that was the 5th Yankee strikeout brought to you by Audi and the 2024 Audi Q5. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. I used to always ask you about Cano.
I know.
And you said, you know what, Michael, he plays 161 games a year. I'll live with it.
Yeah, and there's going to be times where you assume that you're out. And what I did with Robbie, and Robbie was great about it, I said, Robbie, I'm not mad at you. I said, but I'm going to show you what it looks like, and that's what the fans see.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's just got to be a little bit more effort, 80%, 85%, because you're out there every day, and you don't want them, that mileage on your body takes its toll, and you want them to be productive when you need to be then productive. You don't need them to pull a hammy running as hard as you can on a ball that you're going to be out. I mean, what's your take?
I used to, I agree with you 100%. I used to get mad at Bernie sometimes. He would put his head down and just run as hard as he can and stomp on the bag on a 4-hopper to the second baseman. And there are times where, sure, you don't want to loaf and make the team look bad, but there's times where, you just get through first base because you just made an out.
Right. 2-2. Did he go? No, he did not.
I had this player once say, he says, you know what I do? He says, I move my arms faster and my head faster, and it looks like I'm running 100%, but I'm really not. I said, that's pretty clever. I mean, there are some guys, and you probably never thought you'd hear this from me, that I think play too hard because you have to manage your body.
Ground ball, Cabrera. But wouldn't you agree that in at least in the old film, it seemed like Pete Rose ran hard to first base all the time. Players ran hard to first base all the time. You think it's changed?
I think it's changed a little, but probably not. I don't. That was just the type of play that Pete Rose was. He was called Mr. Hustle. Now, everyone wasn't called Mr. Hustle, right?
Right.
So everyone probably didn't play like him.
Right.
I mean, I think it's conserving energy when you can, in a sense. Making sure that you make it, you're available 162 games a year.
1-0.
My concern was, though, that it was the player that wasn't running 100% and then realized, oh, I got to go. That's when you pull something, right? You think it's a for sure double and then you take off. That was always my concern.
You know where that Charlie hustle started, Michael?
No.
Whitey Ford. In spring training, Pete Rose sprinted after he got a walk. And Whitey Ford said, "Atta boy, Charlie hustle," just jokingly. And we still call him Charlie Hustle. I don't know if Yogi was with him or not, but I know Whitey Ford's who said it.
Hey, he's probably mocking him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nimmo's a guy that basically sprints to first.
Who's that?
On a walk.
Oh, yeah.
Nimmo,
Brandon
yeah. Yep. You know, ran hard to first all the time? Jeter.
Yeah.
The 2-2. But the other way, a base hit in front of Soto.
A smart play by Soto. The last thing you want to do with 2 outs is come in and dive, let this ball get by you, and allow him to get into scoring position. Right there, you realize, it's going to be a tough play. It's going to give him a single. Allow Schmidt to try to get out of this inning by himself.
Interesting decision for a spot. He turned him loose earlier, but with 2 outs, Myers, you would prefer that he doesn't lead off the inning.
And there's a force at second to end the inning. And that'll do it for the Astros. No runs a hit and 1 man left. We go to the 6th.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included.
Sense it. Feel it. Chase it. Enjoy all of it. The greatest journeys have more than one leg. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler.
Thank you, Bob. We go around the majors. Yamamoto last night against the Cardinals, 5 innings, 2 hits, didn't allow a run. Didn't get a decision. Orioles, 24 runs. Team batting average of .338 against the Angels, the first 2 wins. Rhys Hoskins has been an irritant to the Mets, and Carlos Mendoza suspended 1 game as one of his pitchers threw behind Rhys Hoskins.
Carlos is off to a great start.
Seems awful
Taking
early
money
in the
away
season.
from him already.
Early in the season to be chucking balls behind people, huh?
Now, this is the last out of the inning. There was 2 outs. But the way Glaber flipped that to Oswaldo, you wonder if he thought there was 1 out. He was going for a double play. And I think somebody mentioned to it in the dugout, because he would not have backhanded it like that if he thought there were 2 outs.
Well, his momentum, too, was taking him towards first. You would just thrown it to first.
Two and 2 on Stanton. France had 88 pitches. Off the end of the bat, a ground ball to Altuve. Let's check out PNC Bank details. Yankee outfield additions. Juan Soto was acquired on December 6th from the Padres. Alex Verdugo, December 5th from the Red Sox. And Trent Grisham in that same deal with Soto. King, Brito, Vasquez, Higashioka, and Thorpe traded to the Padres. That's how the Yankees kind of redid their outfield.
Guy in right field is pretty good too, you know that?
You like him, Paul?
Yeah, he's got a lot to work with. I figured that out. What is interesting though is, you know, from a distance, and Michael, we've seen him from a distance, not every single day, you start to really appreciate some of the things that he does. Even last inning, cheat stealing, I mean, he had timing down where he was, you know, was just a given base. These are things that are thought out by players that are really into the game, and that's those kind of things are impressive. I mean, we see him hit home runs, we see him have great at bats, but you know, in this series, he's shown that he's got a lot going on about thinking through the game.
So what you're saying is you would like to have his tool set.
Oh, especially at 25, huh?
Yeah. The problem was he was doing this at 20.
I'll never forget. I was sitting on the couch watching the playoffs when the Nationals were in the playoffs, and he hit a huge hit. I think it was off that lefty Doolittle, hard throwing lefty. And I told my son Aaron and Andy, I said, this kid's going to be something. That's just not an easy place to be at that age. And all of a sudden, he's gotten better and better.
So 2 outs in the 6th. And with John Birdie due up, here comes Joe Espada. And it looks like he will hold his breath and go to the bullpen. Pretty good job by J.P. France, but he trails 3-1 as he departs with 2 outs in the 6th.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Your tap water is delicious.
I know, right? It's this Culligan Smart drinking water system.
What do you think is going on in there?
I'm smelling a touch of chlorine.
Yeah, I'm detecting some PFAS.
I'm also getting notes of lead.
Perfection.
Sending it up.
Here we go.
Certified to reduce more than 70 contaminants. It's like having your own team of water experts. See the smart difference at Culligan.com.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You find diamonds in the rust. You put your own stamp on stock parts, turning metal into murals, and detailing every detail.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. Get away with great deals on every new Hyundai, only at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit buyhyundai.com today. By PNC Bank, MLB Opening Week presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
You were looking through that roll. Why is emotion in slow motion so cool? I mean, just to see the raw emotion of players, but when it's slowed down into slow motion, it just even makes it look better.
Taylor Scott deals, and ball fouled away by Birdie, 1-1. Birdie, a last-minute addition into the lineup. The original lineup had Anthony Volpe batting in the 7th spot, and Anthony's gotten off to a great start. 4 for 10, on base percentage of .471, but an upset stomach, so they pulled him out of the lineup, put Birdie in.
And Birdie's had a nice day. RBI single, made all the plays, turned a double play, started it.
Clark Schmidt has pitched well for the Yankees, allowed 5 hits and 1 run.
He's kind of in hallowed ground now because, you know, so many issues past the 5th last year, where I was telling Joe coming into the season, it almost becomes a head game of where you expect yourself to be in certain games. And you'd love to see him used to, you know, taking the ball and wanting to go 6-7 innings. And he's been very good today.
The 2-2. Check swing. 3-2.
And Joe, there's a certain amount of pitchers that you know they can't wait to get out of the game. And there's a certain amount of pitchers that truly want to be late in the game. And as a manager, I'm sure you know the ones that you need to get out of the game. But I think Clark Schmidt has the kind of stuff. As soon as he starts getting used to going 6-7 innings, he'll expect to do it every time out.
Birdie could not hold up on that one, so Scott comes on to get the final out. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
When you buy or sell your car exactly how you want with Car Gurus, you might begin to wonder, what if you could do things your way all the time?
Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you in my arms.
Some dreams do come true. Get your car your way. Get it with Gurus.
What? You're joking. This is a joke.
You want jokes? Wait, new car? You need Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need.
Glad I could help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Weeds, I have you surrounded. You just gonna stand there, or are you gonna take your lord back?
We're gonna take it back.
We're gonna take it back.
With Scott's Turf Builder triple action, it gets 3 jobs done at once. Kills weeds, prevents crabgrass, and keeps your lawn growing strong.
Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle in your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. And that electric moment is the guy on the mound, Clark Schmidt. He's had very good stuff. He's worked all quadrants of the strike zone, gone all of his pitches for strikes. And as he enters the bottom of the 6th inning, there's his line. The Yankees lead 3-1. But what we are getting into in this inning, Joe, and Paul was just talking about it, this 3rd time through the order is something that has bedeviled him last year.
Yeah, this is where your antenna goes up as a manager, because the 3rd time through the lineup, hitters are hitting 327 with a 910 OPS, and pitches 76 through 100, they're hitting 344 with a 957. Well, he's at pitch 70 right here. Those aren't absolute, those are guidelines that I really got to watch him now. And he probably has Loizaga for 2 innings today because he threw 2 on Thursday, but then he's trying to get him through this inning, and he may not be able to.
So Altuve hits one into the corner, and he starts off the 6th inning with a double.
Well, you were hoping you could get out of town with Altuve not getting hot. They really shut him down the first 3 games with a home run today and now a leadoff double here. Looks like he's up to his usual stuff against the Yankees. And again, you talk about maybe why. I mean, as many breaking balls as he throws, he starts to lose the break later in the game. That ball right there kind of flat.
This is the first at bat that the Astros have had with a runner in scoring position.
And the other thing, Paul, like a lot of times fatigue will not manifest itself in velocity. It'll manifest itself in location. Right, your legs aren't quite underneath you, and you start to get the ball up. You start to get the ball in the middle of the plate because you can't finish your pitches, and against this guy who, in these positions, he's really good. Alvarez, you got to be really careful with the next 2 hitters because you got 2 great RBI guys.
Now, Joe, does it become a psychological thing, or think it's physical where he starts to lose stuff?
I think it's both. I think in the beginning it's probably physical and maybe lack of not having a pitch that really goes away from left-handers.
High fly ball. Verdugo tagging Altuve. He'll stay right there. Verdugo fires into Cabrera. 1 away.
That's such an important pitch. It just shows you you cannot be afraid. I don't care what power hitter's up there to pitch inside sometime in the count. And this ball kind of ties him up. So he can bring his hands in and just it keeps it in the ballpark. You get this ball out over the plate, you got to tie a game.
You know, and that cutter that he has sometimes almost appears that it goes up, right? And hitters get underneath it because your mind is telling you it's going to come down more than it does. And it just doesn't, and it gets on top of the bat, and that's how you get a pop-up.
There's a fair ball inside first ball at the bat of Tucker. And it'll go into the corner. Scoring easily is Altuve. Tucker's at second with an RBI double, and the Astros have pulled to within 1.
Well, I mean, sooner or later, these guys are going to do what they do best. And if you look at Kyle Tucker, he led the American League in RBIs last year with 112. Again, a good pitch to hit. He's 5th in the MVP. He is just a solid baseball player.
Trevino probably taking a walk to the mound just inside the line there, Paul. I mean, sometimes it's a game of inches.
Yeah.
Probably trying to give Jonathan a little more time to warm up.
You're looking at Kyle Tucker and kind of his bio. He's a 5th overall pick in 2015 out of Tampa, Florida. Plant High School. You know, went there, Michael?
Plant High School.
In Tampa, Florida.
Was that Kenny Rogers?
That would be Wade Boggs.
Did Kenny Rogers go there too?
He might have, yeah.
2 pretty good hitters. Not Kenny, but Wade. Sorry, Kenny.
No, Kenny, he couldn't wheel the lumber real well.
So that was a stall there to get Loizaga ready. He does not want Schmidt to face Bregman with the time run at second base. So Aaron Boone makes his way to the mound. Will take the ball from Clark Schmidt, obviously unhappy. He departs. Yankees lead 3-2, but the Astros have the time run at second. Stay right here.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. There's never been a better time to get reliable 100% fiber internet. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included. Fast, easy, reliable. Frontier.
Step inside the Infiniti QX80.
You belong to me.
Immersive 3-row sound to enhance all your high notes. Feel infinitely you in the 2023 QX80 with Infiniti Premium Care included, only at your Infiniti retailer.
Dang, that swing is almost as good as mine.
Yeah? See what you got. Not bad for only one MVP.
That's cute. Call me when you get to 6:30. Still got it.
Whatever.
For the first 3 games this year, it has been special. 11 2/3, 10 hits, has not allowed a run, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. They're the reason they've won the first 3 games. Starters have done a good job. Bullpen's been great, and the clutch hitting after the 6th inning has been off the chart. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. 2 scoreless innings in the opener. Jonathan Loaizaga, so he's back out there. Faces Alex Bregman with a runner on second and 1 out.
The other thing that he did well in that opener, he only threw 25 pitches, so he did not really have a taxing inning, which allows him to come back fairly quickly and try to get some multiple innings out of him today.
Popped up behind the plate. Trevino gives it a look, but it's out of play. Well, we told you this on Thursday. They intend to use Loaizaga the way they use Michael King in the early part of the year before he transitioned to starter. So they'll use him a couple games or a couple of innings and then take a couple of games off. And that's what they did with King. Hit sharply, beautiful stab on the backhand by Rizzo. He steps on first. Moving to third is Tucker.
That's an outstanding play. 4 Gold Gloves. You're going to see why right now. I mean, this is not an easy play. Gets that short hop, which helps. Knows how much time he has to get to the bag. And
I was surprised Bregman was able to hit that ball that hard. I mean, that is a nasty pitch born in on his hands, and he just laced it to the other way. Short hop eaten up by Rizzo.
You know, there's something about hitters that have short arms, right?
Yeah, they get to the ball quick.
Yeah. You may not have as much leverage and power, but you get to the ball a little quicker.
Here's Diaz. And there's a strike. Time runs at third base with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
I'd be careful here because Jonathan Singleton really hasn't done much today. This guy has a track history of really hitting right-handers. You do have an open base. I know it's first, and it would make first and third. But
and there's a base hit to center field that will tie the score. Diaz's 2nd hit of the game, and it's a 3-3 game.
Yeah, before you even got that out, Joe, I mean, again, Diaz has been swinging the bat well this whole series. And, you know, when a pitcher like Loaizaga has this good a stop, I know mentally they think they can get out anybody. But, you know, this ball's up in the strike zone just enough where he finds a hole up the middle.
yeah, and he just didn't get it in there, and you can't make a mistake out over the plate.
Singleton laces one the other way. Verdugo cuts the ball off before the wall. Beautiful play by Verdugo. Hold Diaz to second. It's a single for Singleton.
Eustace put some good at-bats together off Loaizaga, and all of a sudden you see when he hits hit, you know, the ball's up in the zone. There's no sink on it. And when he has his great sinker working, much tougher to hit.
I mean, they hit the balls hard the other night off of him, and they were basically on fastballs. And without that good sink, I think at times you have to recognize maybe I need to go someplace different to start a hitter, because hitters are most anxious for a first pitch fastball. That's what they're looking for. Use your other stuff.
So a quick trip to the mound to settle down Loizaga. Game is tied at 3. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Chas McCormick at the plate against Loizaga. Diaz at second. Singleton is at first. And the pitch. 1-0.
Get one of those pitch comms up here. Because he listened to you and went to off speed first pitch. You cheating up here or something?
Just to give him something else to think about.
Dribbled slowly to short, charging. Oswaldo Cabrera flips to first, not in time. McCormick beat it out, bases loaded.
The ball got way in on his hands, and it was hit so slow. Cabrera looks like he had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and that cost him right there. He had a kind of double pump in there. McCormick gets down the line, clearly saved.
And here's the dangerous Jeremy Pena. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
I was going to say, you're going to change ups and sliders now, and if you're Trevino, you've got to know with a man on third base that that ball, you change your position at all when you know that you have to block a ball with the guy on third?
Well, I used to always be prepared to block whether he was on first, second, or third. But today it's different. They block from one knee, so they don't change their position a lot.
Ground ball softly to Rizzo. Flips high, and they get him at first as Loizaga touches the bag just ahead of Pena. But the Astros tie the score, 2 runs, 5 hits, and the bases are left loaded. This is how close it was. Rizzo led Loizaga. Loizaga steps on the bag just ahead of Pena. Will go to the 7th, all knotted at 3.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah.
It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family. You wanna know what sucks? But it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own. Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
What if we grew from a greener angle? With lusher lawns using less water and leaning towards simpler solutions. Grow from a new angle with Pennington.
Next. Trying to salvage the final game of this 4-game set. It's time for the answer to Name That Yankee. Paul, do you want to get this a go?
A go, it's obvious. Aaron Boone started it. And then, the big home run with the Yankees in 2003, that's who gave it away.
Let's see if you're right. Oh, you are right. And that's right after he hit the home run on the left. And now sitting in the Yankee dugout, managing a 3-3 game. Trevino takes a strike as we start the 7th inning. Trevino an RBI single in the second, popped to short in the 4th. Taylor Scott on a relief of J.P. France got the final out of the 6th inning. So neither starter is going to get a decision. France pitched well, Schmidt pitched well until that 6th.
Talk about a short. He just takes the ball right out of his glove. Not much arm, motion where it makes it a little tough for a hitter.
Well, he's got that 3/4, right? That's kind of tougher angle on right-handers. Gives his slider a lot of break. Sweet.
Scott's 31 years old. He's from Johannesburg, South Africa. Moved to Arizona when he was 16.
Yeah, that's a low arm angle, but that's what gives it the sweep.
And Trevino was punched out. He thought it was ball 4. But John Lipka said strike 3. New York Yankee Foundation's opening day 50-50 raffle is open now. The Friday, April 5th home opener has a guaranteed starting jackpot of $50,000. One lucky fan will take home half the pot, and the other half benefits the Yankees Foundation. Buy your tickets now, Yankees.com/50-50. Here's Oswaldo Cabrera. Foul back. On the mound, Scott pitched Thursday and Friday. Had yesterday off. He took the loss on Friday. And he's just the second player born in South Africa to reach the major leagues. The other one was Gift and Gope, who played for the 2017 Pirates, 2018 Blue Jays. And Scott's just trying to make those numbers better what the bullpen's done in the first 3 games. And down goes Cabrera. So Scott's faced 3. He struck out 3 so far.
A couple back-to-back changeups there that had some run to them and some sink to them. Really good location on it. That strike, and then it's a ball, right? That late movement takes it out of the zone, which is so hard for hitters.
There's Gleyber Torres. Now, one thing the Yankees have avoided in the first 3 games is facing Josh Hader in a save situation. He's pitched twice. He's pitched very, very well. So they want to avoid having to face him with the game on the line. He's that good. 1-1.
You know why this game's so frustrating, right? Gleyber Torres had a fantastic spring. It was locked in. And you look, and he's got 1 hit, right? It just...
So neither starter is going to get a decision. France pitched well. Schmidt pitched well until that 6th.
Talk about a short. He just takes the ball right out of his glove. Not much arm, motion where it makes it a little tough for a hitter.
Well, he's got that 3/4, right? That's kind of tougher angle on right-handers. Gives his slider a lot of break. Sweet.
Scott's 31 years old. He's from Johannesburg, South Africa. Moved to Arizona when he was 16.
Yeah, that's a low arm angle, but that's what gives it the sweep.
And Trevino was punched out. He thought it was ball 4. But John Lipka said strike 3. New York Yankee Foundation's opening day 50-50 raffle is open now. The Friday, April 5th home opener has a guaranteed starting jackpot of $50,000. One lucky fan will take home half the pot, and the other half benefits the Yankees Foundation. Buy your tickets now, Yankees.com/50-50. Here's Oswaldo Cabrera. Foul back. On the mound, Scott pitched Thursday and Friday. Had yesterday off. He took the loss on Friday. And he's just the second player born in South Africa to reach the major leagues. The other one was Gift Ngope, who played for the 2017 Pirates, 2018 Blue Jays. And Scott's just trying to make those numbers better what the bullpen's done in the first 3 games. And down goes Cabrera. So Scott's phase 3, he struck out 3 so far.
A couple back-to-back changeups there that had some run to them and some sink to them. Really good location on it. That strike, 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 and then it's a ball, right? That late movement takes it out of the zone, which is so hard for hitters.
There's Gleyber Torres. Now, one thing the Yankees have avoided in the first 3 games is facing Josh Hader in a save situation. He's pitched twice. He's pitched very, very well. So they want to avoid having to face him with the game on the line. He's that good. 1-1.
You know why this game's so frustrating, right? Gleyber Torres had a fantastic spring. It was locked in. And you look, and he's got 1 hit, right? This game doesn't make sense.
No, it changes quick, and no doubt. And I guarantee getting hit in the hand kind of messed him up a little bit coming out of the game. You know, even if you're able to play, you know, you can still feel it. But Gleyber had such a good spring, and his approach has been so much better. This is probably just a little hiccup for him to start the year.
Soto waits on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Torres. Full at 3-2. What a great spot for Torres. In all likelihood, he sees a pitch he can hit because you don't want to put a runner on for Soto to come to the plate. Ball 4. Take a look at StatCast 3D by Google Cloud. This is Soto's home runs, and it's a nice, beautiful mosaic to all parts of the field.
That's a full ball of pasta right there.
That is.
That's unbelievable.
That's angel hair right there.
I would never have guessed that. I would have had the majority of his home runs right center and over. I didn't know that he used left field that much.
Well, Brian Abreu's coming on. Abreu against Soto with a runner on first and 2 outs. Stay right here.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included.
Home warranty.
Focus.
Yes, focus on an American Home Shield warranty. It can protect your covered home systems and appliances like this AC with a repair or replacement.
Yes, thank you.
Home.
It's home, not home.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's home. Visit ahs.com today for 40% off.
A national taste test determined America's favorite boneless wings. Applebee's won. How about that? We don't even have wing in our name. Get them now for just 50 cents. Only at Applebee's.
Powered by FanDuel, new customers get $200 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. And by Buick, visit your local Tri-State Buick dealers. Brian Abreu comes on to face Juan Soto. Soto 2 for 3 today. There's a strike. Abreu was suspended the first 2 games of the year for throwing at Adolis Garcia during the ALCS. He appealed. He didn't have to serve the suspension during the ALCS. He served the first 2 games of the season. Yesterday he came in, got slapped around. 1-1.
Gave up 6 home runs last year in 72 innings. He's already given up 2.
Gave up the tying 2-run home run to Cabrera, and then the solo shot to Soto in the 7th, which was a winning shot. Two and 1 on Soto with Judge on deck.
These are hard pitches to take. They really are. I mean, they're just missing.
Two-1. High fly ball, left field. McCormick comes in. McCormick makes the play, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it's time for the 7th inning stretch here in Houston, but we'll stay right where we are as we honor America in the state of Texas.
On this beautiful Easter Sunday afternoon, and join us as we pause not only to honor our great nation, but to salute those who defend our freedom around the world each and every day. We're very happy to welcome back the Heels. Please join them in the singing of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're on. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. It's a wild crowd. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play at the plate. It's Wally. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
When you buy or sell your car exactly how you want with Car Gurus, you might begin to wonder, what if you could do things your way all the time?
Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you in my arms.
Some dreams do come true. Get your car your way. Get it with Gurus.
Bring home 7 days of savings with daily deals from The Fresh Market. Shop Mondays for buy one get one free deals, including mouth-watering bacon and crab cakes. Tuesdays get chuck and chicken for just $3.99 per pound. Wednesdays save on shrimp and sashimi tuna. And shop Thursdays for tasty, easy meals under $10, including $6 pizzas. Then grab our 3-day weekend deals on the best meat and seafood, like gourmet burgers, lobster tails, and more. Don't wait to save. Shop The Fresh Market today.
3-10-0 for the Astros, 3-6-0 for the Yankees. Schmidt, we heard about. Juan Soto, 2 for 4. J.P. France went 2 outs into the 6th. Solo home run by Altuve. Birdie, Trevino, and Judge, each with an RBI for the Yankees, accounting for their 3 runs. Jake Myers leads off the bottom of the 7th against Loizaga. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Yankees looking for a 4-game sweep. The Astros looking to get the Yankees out of here by salvaging the final game of this 4-game set. Yankees have actually won 6 straight against the Astros dating back to last year. Caleb Ferguson warming up for the Yankees. And down goes Myers. One away, and that'll bring up Altuve. We take a look at the exit velocity of his home run presented by Spectrum. Just under 100 miles per hour off the bat. It traveled 341 feet. A home run in this ballpark and at Fenway Park. Well, the Yankees can't certainly complain about, home runs to left field. Their ballpark yields home runs to right field. That might not be home runs in other park. That's the beauty of baseball. Different configurations and different ballparks. Waved at that one. Joe, why does anybody throw Altuve a fastball on the first pitch?
Well, I think you could throw him a well-located fastball, but I mean, if he takes that pitch, it's ball 1, right? I mean, but I agree. Like, it's game on when he gets in the box. The first pitch, you better make a quality pitch.
0-2.
See, I really believe that he does start to run out of bat a little bit away, where he's not going to do nearly as much damage because, I mean, you think about, his stature. He doesn't have long arms. He's pretty far off the plate. He can get to that ball, though, up and down the middle really well.
I like that saying, run out of bat.
You run out of bat. Your arms are only so long. But he does a great job for the most part of covering almost everything. It's tough. I think you have to really make him aware of inside, so it gives you a little bit more away.
Yeah, because as far away as he is to the plate, he's going to dive.
He has to.
If you get him inside, then you can't dive as much to cover that ball.
Tried to dot the outside corner at 98 miles an hour, just missed. One and two on the Astros second baseman.
I think you're seeing Loizaga and Trevino trying to make an adjustment. They've hit him kind of hard today on his fastballs, and we've seen a lot more changeups and sliders.
Change up right there, Paul. He gets it down. He may get a swing and miss. He left it up. Think about a change up 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Those were the heaters we used to like to hit.
2-2. He's worked the count full.
The other thing that makes it so difficult is he doesn't strike out a lot.
Right.
I mean, you look at the first 4 guys in this lineup, they don't strike out a lot.
He's a bad ball hitter, too. He can hit balls out of the strike zone, up and down and in.
Ball's off his feet.
It's got to be the shortest pants in baseball. Huh?
You might be right.
That'd be tennis shorts on Aaron Judge.
And the payoff. Quite a battle. Altuve wins it with a walk. He's on base for the 3rd time. Take a look at the bullpen budget. So Holmes and Hamilton pitched yesterday. But the bullpen's been used a lot, and that's going to be the case. No days off. With a retractable roof, there's no days off, and they have 3 more games coming up in Arizona with 3 days off as well, without a day off until Thursday. So that's going to do it for Loizaga. They'll bring on Ferguson to face the lefty swinging Alvarez when we get back.
It's the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. Look at them go. It's a close race. Listen to that crowd. They're heading for home. Here they come. It's the play at the plate. It's Mariner Moose. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Get 0.9% APR on this Buick Envision. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,500 purchase allowance, plus no monthly payments for 90 days.
Gator Light. Rapid rehydration with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes and lower sugar. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Now through April 1st at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Well, the Yankees bring in one of their 3 lefties, Caleb Ferguson. They got him from the Dodgers. Started 7 games, 68 games overall, 3.43 ERA, 70 strikeouts, and 60 1/3 innings pitched. And a big matchup, the lefty Ferguson against the lefty Alvarez. 3-3 game, bottom of the 7th inning. There's a strike. Clipped the outside corner at 94 miles an hour.
He went over Alvarez's splits as his career on opening day. Actually hits better off lefties. Career 301 against righties 292. So really no easy way to get him out.
Let's throw a couple of heaters down the middle when he ain't expecting them.
Right down the middle.
Right. He's a guy that's one of those guys that you better be able to locate or he's going to do damage because he'll catch up to 100. It's not a problem for him.
The 0-2. Strike 3. 3 really strong pitches from Ferguson to take down Alvarez. 2 away.
You know, you wonder if he was sitting breaking ball that whole at bat thinking that he was going to get one because that's a pitch that he's capable of driving out to left field. That's a pitch he's capable of driving out to center field. And then he takes it. That's the best pitch of the at bat, which was great because he saved it for the last one. Goodbye job by Trevino by sticking it in the zone, but it doesn't get any easier with Tucker here.
You know, I think
and there goes Altuve. The ball gets away and it's thrown into center field. Altuve gets up. He'll go to third. Judge gets the ball into Rizzo. So a stolen base and an E2. Well, he's probably going on the wild pitch, and then an E2 allows him to go to third.
Yeah, and he had time to get him if he makes a good throw. He does a good job of blocking it, keeps it right in front of him. He just makes a bad throw that sails on him. Probably rushed it a little bit more than he had to. But you know that Altuve's aggressive. He saw him going, and he just wasn't able to finish the throw, and he knows he had him, and it just took off on him. It happens at times. Still got to get him out. He would have been at second base had he not got him with the throw, so you still have to get Tucker out.
Two 2-0. Now, one of the reasons they bat Alvarez and Tucker back-to-back, they're not concerned about bringing in a lefty to counteract them. They both hit lefties well. 2-0. Bregman on deck. Ferguson deals. 3-0.
And interesting enough, Bregman really struggled off of left-handers last year. He only hit .215.
See if they green light Tucker. We'll never know. Way outside. So Tucker walks first and third, 2 men out, bottom of the 7th. And the cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman, coming to the plate. And Matt Blake, the pitching coach, goes to the mound. This Car Product telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
I'm sure they're talking about how they're going to go after Bregman, but the other thing they might be talking about is what we're going to do if they run here first and third. Tucker had a number of stolen bases last year, had 30 stolen bases in 35 attempts. You don't want to let Altuve walk home. If he does a false break at first, you got to give another set of signs to change it up and to let them know that you're thinking about what they're doing. Spada said he would be aggressive this year.
The lefty deals. Ground ball to Torres. Throw to first. And Ferguson gets out of trouble. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left. Settle in. We go to the 8th tied.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included.
We want the market price lobster and to know the market price.
How much is whatever the market says?
Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
Hey, hey, hey! What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey!
New Balance, we got now.
This will be a season to remember, and no one will tough it out alone. That's what happens when a roster becomes a team. Being there for each other, generation after generation, is what we do. New York Life, proud partner of Major League Baseball.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up. Half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what.
More content. Good job by Caleb Ferguson as he gets out of trouble. And we go to the 8th inning, and the Astros, they're going to test the limits of their bullpen. They play their first 20 games in 21 days. That's very, very unusual. Yankees' first 7 games in a row, and then you've got Thursday off before the home opener next Friday. So a lot of games in just a few amount of days, and that tests your bullpen. Here's Judge against Abreu. Missed outside.
And when Verlander goes back, I think they'll use a 6-man rotation for the most part, because that's what they did last year. And I talked about Framber on opening day, how good he was. So that even limits your bullpen more. You know, I wish baseball the first 2 weeks would say if you want to carry 14 pitchers and 12 position players, just for the first 2 weeks, because starters aren't stretched out completely when the season starts.
1-2. I look like it missed. One, two. Swing and a miss.
There's a good sliders here. This one even farther away. After he had called the one a strike off the plate, then he went a little bit farther. Got a swing and a miss from Aaron Judge.
There's Anthony Rizzo. Stanton's on deck. We're in the 8th inning, 3-3. Astros have left 7 men on base. Yankees 5. Astros have 10 hits. The Yankees 6.
You forgot the all-important stat, Michael.
What's that?
the visits left.
Yankees have one, yeah.
Houston's got 3.
But you get the extra one in the 9th.
Yes.
So I don't really understand that. I guess they don't want you to make 5 and 8, but you can make 5 and 9.
And now they took one away this year to speed things up.
No, but that's my point.
Yeah.
You only have 4 through the first 8 innings, but they give you 1 extra in the 9th.
Did you ever feel hamstrung with how many trips there were left?
Well, usually if you're making that many trips.
Game's out of hand. They should have called it.
Yeah.
Nice piece of hitting there by Anthony Rizzo. Serves one into center field. His second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, he's had some good at-bats today, and that's so important because he's that lefty right in the middle of the lineup between Aaron Judge and Stanton.
The other reason it's really important is when Judge gets going and Soto and Judge are going, you don't want them to just feel free that they can pitch around someone all the time. A lot of pressure on that guy that hits behind those two.
Here's Stanton. Stanton doubled the left and scored in the second, struck out in the 4th and grounded to second in the 6th.
You know what the Yankees need him to do? Is get a little air under one of them.
Crawford boxes?
I don't care what boxes. Just get a little air under with some exit velo.
1-1.
Yeah, the Crawford box out of there in left field where we saw Altuve go earlier in the game. That's a short part of left field. Crawford box I was asking about. I think it's Crawford Avenue, right?
Yep.
Right behind the wall there.
I mean, when he's swinging right, I mean, that train's in danger. So, you know, he doesn't have the aim.
Windows, yeah.
Tell you what, that's a tough pitch to hit. Abreu has really thrown a lot of sliders to Aaron Judge and now Stanton.
Swing and a miss. Chased the fastball upstairs. 2-way.
This is just where you can get out of sync as a hitter. You know, you're kind of overdone with the slider, and then all of a sudden just a 97 outside the strike zone, and you just kind of wave at it.
Well, yesterday was a shocker, the runs at Abreu. I mean, Abreu's been one of the best late inning relievers in baseball the last 2 years. I mean, he's been really important to the Astros. It looked like he had a little rust on him yesterday.
Verdugo takes a strike. Verdugo's 0 for 3 so far on the season, 2 for 14. Rizzo leads off first, held there by Singleton. That one is served into left field. That's going to find grass and dunk in for a base hit. Rizzo will stop at second.
And who's coming to the plate, Joe? The spot starter. This always happens. You know, you're not used to play. You're not expecting to play. You end up getting the biggest bats in the game.
Well, Birdie, in his first Yankee appearance, is 1 for 3. Struck out twice and then blooped an RBI single to right field in the 4th.
Had a runner in scoring position in the 2nd. Had an RBI in the 4th. 3rd at bat with runners in scoring position. Nice way to ease into the season.
That's what the Yankees have on the bench. Volpe was scratched with a stomach ailment, but obviously available in a pinch. Jahmai Jones, and then from the left side, Trent Grisham and Austin Wells.
Yeah, it's really important for Rizzo, especially with 2 strikes or 2 outs, that he gets a big jump at second base, that he gets a really good secondary. Pull the ball hard to left field. It's short, like you talked about, Paul. Their arms in their outfield are pretty good. Most of the times you hit a ball to center, you're going to score, but he's got to get a big secondary.
Quickly down on the count, 0-2. Rizzo at second, Verdugo's at first. We're in the 8th inning of a 3-3 game. And birdie calls time.
And if you're the runner at first, if there's a ball hit that's hard for a hit, you're going to third if Rizzo goes home because you want him to cut the ball and try to get you and not be a play at the plate.
Chop to Bregman. He fields. Over to first, they get birdie, and that will do it as Abreu pitches into and out of trouble.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every GMC Sierra HD driver is born with, and it's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
You have an excellent warranty.
Warranty?
No, warranty.
Okay, gotta go.
You must have American Home Shield.
How'd you know?
I can tell your appliances and home systems are protected. Covered repairs and replacements are taken care of. Warranty never lies. Half off cookie dough! Visit ahs.com today for 40% off.
If lawn care were easy, everyone would do it. As well as True Green does it. In just 3 easy steps, True Green's online tools help customize a treatment plan for you. Our science-driven expertise ensures your custom nutrient-rich treatment works to deliver a greener, healthier lawn. And it's all backed by the True Green Guarantee. Our experts will make sure you're happy with your lawn. Guaranteed. It's time to trust your experts at True Green. Go online to get 50% off your first application.
Following Yankees coverage, you can watch Mikal Bridges and the Nets take on LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Tip-off is scheduled for shortly after 6 on Yes and the Yes app. And remember, if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free or sign up for a subscription. Diaz fouls it back. I don't know if you've heard, Paul, that LeBron guy's a pretty good player.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Tonight against the Nets.
He's not a rookie either. He's been around for a long time.
Oh, 0-2. Diaz's single in the 6th inning against Loaiza tied the game at 3, and that's where we are right now. Bottom of the 8th inning.
I thought you were saying he was not married there at first. I thought.
High fly ball, deep right field. Soto back. He's got room, and he makes the play in front of the track for out number 1.
Might have been a little trouble in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, you got to hit him on what ballpark you're playing.
Yeah, know where you're at.
Well, the Yankees have that to look forward to in the 9th. Josh Hader. And now with the lefty Singleton coming up, they're going to go to the bullpen. Oh, but they were sending up Abreu, the righty. So now Boone will counter with a right-handed pitcher. So stay tuned, but knotted at 3.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, good thinking. Now you can get Frontier Fiber for $29.99 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. All with premium Wi-Fi and expert installation included.
A national taste test determined America's favorite boneless wings. Applebee's won. How about that? We don't even have wing in our name. Get them now for just 50 cents. Only at Applebee's.
I'm Jay, and this is my home. My first big purchase with help from Loan Depot.
This is where I play my favorite music. It's my sanctuary. It's my place. It is my home. And home means everything to me.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery.
NexGard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGard Plus, the one you want for one-and-done protection.
With the Yankees calendar day, all guests of the Yankees game on Sunday, April 7th are going to receive a Yankees calendar courtesy of MasterCard. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. So Nick Birdie had a great spring with the Yankees, made the team as a non-roster player, 13 strikeouts and 7 1/3 innings.
It's called the power sinker right here.
The pinch hitter Abreu against the hard-throwing righty Birdie.
You know, it's still amazing to me that throughout his career, Birdie coming in this year in 10 years through 151 1/3 innings between the minor leagues and the big leagues.
Yeah, a lot of injuries in between, huh?
Ooh.
2 Tommy Johns, 1 thoracic outlet surgery. There's only a history of one other pitcher coming back from those injuries. 2 Tommy Johns and 1 thoracic outlet. And then to throw it in last year, an emergency appendectomy.
That's your throw in?
Tough.
And what's amazing is he still throws 96, 97 miles an hour.
The 0-2. Well, the Astros have 2 righties left on the bench, Mauricio Dubon and Greg Kessinger, and they have a switch hitter, the backup catcher, Victor Caratini. So that's what Joe Espada's working with. Swing and a miss. 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball.
Yeah, it was a great matchup for the Yankees. Abreu, a little late in his career, has trouble with velocity, and Birdie has no trouble throwing high velocity.
Now for the Astros, the 2 names the Yankees have to watch out for in the bullpen. Obviously, we'll see Hader in the 9th, and then you also have Ryan Presley also available. So they are using their best. They've already used Abreu, and you've got Hader for the 9th, and if there's extra innings, you've got Presley. Coming up for the Yankees in the 9th, Trevino, Cabrera, and Torres. Oh, and 2.
Just a really good combination of a slider down, Paul, and then a fastball up. And now you almost feel like he can do whatever he wants. He just needs to make a pitch to end this inning, and the Yanks get up in the top of the 9th off a Hader.
That one's driven deep to left field. Back there is Verdugo. He makes the play where the outfield shuts out, and the Yankees pitchers retire the Astros in order. We go to the 9th.
Get 0.9% APR on this Buick Envision. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,500 purchase allowance, plus no monthly payments for 90 days.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food.
Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog. Made by vets and delivered right to your door, precisely portioned for your dog's needs. It's an idea whose time has come.
So we have the extra innings watch going on. It's presented by Arby's. Well, tie game at home. You bring it in your closer in the 9th inning. That's what they do with Josh Hader. Of course, there will not be a save situation, so they want to keep it right here. Abreu takes over at first base. Trevino against Hader. Swing and a miss.
Maybe he doesn't have it today. That was only 94.
Yeah, it might have been a changeup. I don't know if I start him off speed.
Well, Hader was now pitched 3 times out of the 4 games. Paul, what would be the attack against a guy this good?
You know what? You really just got to look out over the plate, hope he makes a mistake and gives you something. And if you get a pitch, you got to put it in play. That's the big thing off great strikeout pitchers. If you get a pitch, you can't foul it off.
And what makes him so tough is he pitches. He can pitch up with his fastball. He can pitch in. He can pitch away. He can throw a slider on both sides of the plate. You know, a lot of times a lefty will throw more down and in. He'll backdoor it as well. He really pitches. And maybe was the one to hit, Paul.
Mm-hmm. What did he do? He fouled it off?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it is 96 and it's up in the zone, and that's not easy to get to, but just looking at anything you get the barrel on.
Hader's 29, 8th big league season, and signed a 5-year, $95 million free agent deal with the Astros this offseason. Now, Joe Espada, the Astros manager, aggressive with Hader in his first 2 appearances. He used him down 1 run in the 9th on Thursday, and then last night when they were down 2 runs. So Trevino has worked the count 3-2, and if Trevino gets on, the Yankees have some people they could send out there to pinch run. You've got Jones, you've got Volpe, you've got Grisham. Up the middle and off of Hader, kicks out to Bregman. Bare hands, fires, got him. What a play by Bregman.
Well, that's just not right if you're Trevino. I mean, you got a great at bat, hammer one right up the middle. It ends up ricocheting over to Bregman. You get caught by a step over at first base. Barehanded, great play.
Well, they checked on Hader, see if he's okay. And he is. You score that 1-5-3, and that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, who's been the hero of the last 3 games. Big hits after the 6th inning, and now 9th inning, 3-3 game against one of the best closers in the game. And he's batting left-handed against Hader.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. And he actually had some good swings. You know, getting a base hit off a Hader lefties. Something, but he, you know, his swings don't look like he's uncomfortable lefty on lefty.
Oh, 2.
You know, you look at the Yankees bullpen, makes you wonder as Clay Holmes is down today, because usually in this situation, but it would be 3 out of 4, he'd be tossing easy in case they score.
Right.
And there's no action in the bullpen.
Just missed.
A young player's not supposed to get that call.
No, and again, this is after a couple really good fastballs, then a little cutter slider right off the plate.
The counts have been a little bit longer. today. I mean, he had 5 strikeouts of the 6 outs he recorded in the other 2 days. It is back-to-back. It is 3 out of 4 for him. Something that he's used to doing. Saw him do it in Milwaukee a lot.
Strike 3. Delayed call by Lipka as he punches out Cabrera.
This is a really good pitch. Has a lot of the plate. It just, look, Joe, you can say it just got received wrong.
Well, he's trying to go in, and he ends up throwing it out. He's trying to throw him a sinker there, and he ends up throwing it outside, and that's a long way for the catcher. So I actually think he did a pretty good job, because a lot of times if you turn your hand over and get on the outside of the ball, they'll call it a ball.
Torres takes inside. On deck is Soto. Loop to right field. That is going to dunk in for a base hit. And that brings Soto up here in the 9th inning.
Third hit the Yankees have had that way, that little dunker over there.
Yeah, most of them been off the end of the bat. This is off the label. And Hader throws hard, and he got in on Glaber, but put it in play, you never know. I don't know if you're managing here, Joe, and you think, you know what, if we do get through this inning and possibly go to extra innings, this might be a good matchup just to have Soto up there against Hader with 2 outs.
I feel pretty good about Soto against anybody.
Yeah.
Soto with 2 singles today. He takes a first pitch strike. Abreu holds on. Torres at first. 1-1. Soto's faced him 4 times. He has 2 hits and 2 ribbies.
Teammates last year.
Yeah.
Runner goes. Big jump. The throw not nearly in time.
Well, that's that first move off a left-hander, and Glaber did it well. No chance throwing him out here. But he is in motion before the hitter even started his delivery.
Well, that just tells you where Hader's focus is. It's on the hitter.
2-1. 2-2.
We saw a good pitch to hit there, a slider, but it kind of backed up into the strike zone.
Yeah, that front hip slider is really, really hard to adjust to as a hitter, because you think it's going to maybe hit you.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Pitch. Foul ball.
It was a pitch that we always tried to throw at Albert Pujols. A curveball inside. Because like when it was at him, he always gave up on it. I'll never forget it. I'm like, well, you know, if it gets out over the middle of the plate, what's going to happen to it?
Go-ahead run at second base. Yankees looking for a 4-game sweep. It's 3-3, top of the 9th inning. Hader on the mound against Soto. The pitch. It's 3-2.
Just an excellent eye inside. He's thrown him that slider in there too, so it has to be hard to lay off of.
On deck, Aaron Judge. Big crowd here at Minute Maid Park standing. The big offseason acquisitions for both teams. Soto in a trade for the Yankees. Hader, a free agent signing by the Astros. Glaber Torres at second base with 2 outs. He goes for third. The 3-2. That one's lofted into left field. It's a base hit. That'll score Torres. Soto does it again. An RBI single. And the Yankees lead 4-3.
You're looking at one of the best left-handed pitchers in baseball. Unbelievable. If you look at the sequence here, at the pitches he saw, the pitches he took, right there, he got ahead with a fastball, but then everything right around the plate. Soto not going after anything. Pitch right there, but then again, a pitch to hit there, just in off the plate. Ball away, level swing. I'm running out. We're in the 4th game, and I'm running out of adjectives for this guy. I mean, he just does everything right.
3 more hits today. He has been as advertised. He's just a special, special hitter. And he's done special things so far in the series.
Wow, what a huge hit. Top of the ninth. One of the game's best relievers. Gleyber in motion. And again, if you have a slight uppercut at all, you cannot handle that ball away. Great emotion. I think he likes this place, Michael. I think he likes his uniform.
Yeah, they didn't like him much here in 2019. He's not adding to that at all. And I think you have to give Gleyber some credit. The base hit he got, and stealing second base, the importance of stealing second base. It just changed what Juan had to do. He knew he only needed a single to put the Yankees ahead.
1-1. Pretty good start. 529, a home run, 4 ribbies, OPS of 1.365. That's on base percentage plus slugging. It's pretty impressive.
Looks like Clay Holmes is up now in the bullpen. It's a save situation, so they were only going to use him in that situation to protect him, and this is 3 out of 4 for him as well.
The 1-2. Judge goes down on strikes. But the Yankees take the lead because of that man. Juan Soto drives in Gleyber Torres. Yankees trying for a 4-game sweep.
Repipe specialist.
Can you help? I'm going out of my mind.
What's the problem?
I've had 3 plumbing leaks fixed in the last 6 months. They just keep springing up.
Sounds like a systemic problem. Old pipes corrode and wear away, causing leaks and low water pressure. When that happens, it's best to just replace them all at once.
Sounds expensive.
A lot cheaper than fixing it piecemeal. In a day or 2, we can get them all replaced, and your problem will be solved. We've got great financing options, too.
I am so glad I called you.
Me too.
I miss you.
When you think about it,
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
I'll call you soon, Dad.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. No matter what took us away to begin with. We know, because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model.
What if we grew from a greener angle? With lusher lawns using less water and leaning towards simpler solutions. Grow from a new angle with Pennington.
NexGuard Plus helps you protect your dog from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious month.
Look at the Buick drive of the game, Paul.
Well, you just saw off the one of the game's top relievers, Juan Soto, just continues a wonderful start to the season. Yankee fans hope that that's not only the drive of the game, but the game winner. Clay Holmes can hold him down right here.
Just unrelenting confidence in himself. That's one of the best relievers, as Paul said, in baseball. Hung in there, took the pitch the other way, doesn't try to do too much. A lot of his game is left-handed hitter going to left field. Doesn't try to pull everything into the seats. He's a special player, and now we're seeing it in the first 4 games.
Yeah, a special hitter that has the ability to hit the ball anywhere, drive in runs, just take his walks, on-base machine.
Here's Clay Holmes for the 3rd time in this series. Jeremy Pena leads off. And there's a strike.
You know, Joe Espada still has Mauricio Dubon on the bench, who singled off of Clay Holmes on Thursday. Be interesting to see if he hits for Myers tonight.
Well, when you see the schedule come out and you're the Yankees and you see you're starting the season with 4 games in Houston, not that you give anything away, you probably think, wow, if we could split, that's a nice way to start the season. The Astros have bedeviled the Yankees over the last 5, 6, 7 years, particularly in the postseason. But the Yankees have won the first 3 games of this series, have a chance to sweep and send a little bit of a message early. It's still early, but it sure is better to start off 4-0 than it is any other thing.
It also gets the Yankees in the frame of mind that last year was last year. We're going to close the book on it and go forward. That I've ever seen that. It's 4 consecutive sliders from Clay Holmes to start the inning.
the 2-2. And the Astros will have a base hit by Pena to right field. That's his third hit of the game. And the Astros have the tying run off.
Well, first fastball of the count, and he put a good swing on it. Really not a bad pitch. Down and away. You can see the Astros don't want to go easily.
Well, they're going to send up Victor Caratini, the switch hitting catcher, to pinch hit for Myers. And I'm sure they'll give Pena a chance to steal second base.
Oh, I would think so, Michael. You know, and as I said, though, he was caught stealing a number of times last year, so he has to make sure he gets a good jump. And with the hitters coming up after Victor Caratini, you want to make sure they get a chance to hit. Well, what can Soto do now? Huh? And the other thing is, if it goes into extra innings, they're going to have to use two players because they're going to have to put Dubon in center field.
Yep. And then they'll lose their backup catcher.
That was why I was thinking they might hit Dubon again, since he had a single off of him to the right side on Thursday.
Holmes deals. Missed outside.
The one thing that Holmes does have him in his back pocket, if he gets a good sinker and keeps the ball on the ground and Pena does not steal, you've got an opportunity for a double play.
And you got a catcher hitting. That tells you something.
There's a base hit to right field. Pena had to jump to get out of the way, so he advances to second. And now the Astros have the tying run on and the winning run on.
Well, this ball is just hit too hard. You see it's a fastball, but not the true sinker. It's pretty flat, and it's just hit so hard that Rizzo doesn't have time to react. Astros in business here. 2 men on, nobody out at the bottom of the ninth.
Mauricio Dubon, he pinch runs for Caratini. So that gives the Astros a chance to win the game on an extra base hit.
Which I would ask you, if it wasn't Altuve at the plate, would you think about bunting these guys over? But, you know, Altuve, lifetime 300 hitter, you got to leave it up to him, I would think.
Well, I think Joe's probably going for the win because his bullpen's so exhausted. You could walk Alvarez and then play for a double play.
Well, the Astros have one player left on the bench. That's Greg Kessinger. So Espada going for it right here. One and oh.
Now, I think Clay Holmes has to be careful that he doesn't try to get too quick to home. He's worried about Pena stealing third. He's got to make quality pitches. That's the most important thing to do in this position.
There's a strike. The arms in the outfield. The red light means don't run on Verdugo and Judge, and Soto has shown that he can throw people out. He did in the opener. He has a yellow light. One and two on Altuve. Altuve has 2 hits and a walk. Alvarez on deck. Nail biting time for Yankee fans. One, two. Ground ball. Oh, a diving stop by Birdie. He gets one. That's all he'll get. He might have saved the game right there. Birdie with a beautiful play gets the force at third.
Wow, you can't emphasize this enough, Michael. This ball gets down the line. This game is probably over, but what a play. You talk about Birdie and his defensive skills. That ball was hit hard. Great play. Get the sure out. Don't waste a throw. Blake heading to the mound. But what a break for the Yankees. What a great play from Birdie at third base.
Here's the other thing I like about it, Paul. It's a veteran player that didn't try to do too much. He didn't then try to chuck it over to first base, and you rush your throw and you make an error and you throw the ball away. So really a heads-up play by Birdie. You just got to make sure you don't get your birdies mixed up. See the outstretched left arm, gets up, and he's ready to throw, but then he reads Altuve and says, bad idea.
Right.
That close to ending the game. Now rattles around in that left field corner. You know that Dubon's scoring. Now Dubon takes over at second. Altuve's at first, so still very good speed for the Astros. And the dangerous Yordan Alvarez at the plate.
.365 with runners in scoring position last year, so does not shy away from the big moment.
1-0.
Yeah, I don't know where you go here if you're catching, Joe, because his sinker's not real. It's flat. It's going to hit hard, and he doesn't have confidence enough to throw, 3 sliders for strikes.
Skied the other way. That is going to be a foul ball. Just foul. That would have been the end of the game right there, too.
Well, you said game of inches earlier in the game, Joe, and that comes into play right there. I mean, every once in a while, to beat really good teams, you need a break here or there. And right there, we've had 2 in a row with a great play from Birdie and a ball just fouled on the left field line.
Probably just enough run on that sinker to get off the barrel of the bat.
1-1 with 1 out. First and second. Bottom of the 9th. Inside 2-1. 2 for 4 against Holmes. Tucker on deck. Three and 1. Holmes working his 3rd game and 4th. They usually try to stay away from that. He might be a bit fatigued early in the season. Does not have the same life as he had the previous 2 times. And the 3-1. High fly ball, deep center. Going back Judge. On the track, he'll make the play. Tagging is Dubon, and he'll go to 3rd as Altuve goes back to 1st. 1 out away, 90 feet away from tying it, 1 out away, the Yankees from winning it.
And no chance for Aaron Judge here, so the smart play, you've got to keep Altuve at first base. He's your winning run. This ball, again, up in the strike zone, kind of flat, Joe, not a lot of sink.
Incredible intensity for the 4th game of the season. The Astros trying to salvage 1 game. The Yankees trying to walk away with an impressive 4-game sweep. And one of the better hitters in baseball, Kyle Tucker, at the plate with the tying run at 3rd. The winning runs at 1st. Lined into left field. Here comes Verdugo. Dives, and he makes the play. And the Yankees win. And they sweep a season-opening 4-game set against their arch-rival Houston Astros. What a weekend in Texas.
I'll tell you what, if this is any indication on what this season is going to be, sit back, relax, and enjoy it. These have been fun games. Good defense. Juan Soto show. I've been impressed with these 4 games from the Yankees.
And I don't think you can talk enough about what the relievers did in this series. They just did a fantastic job not giving up a run the whole time, where you look at Houston's bullpen, they were not good, and that's the difference. And now Houston has lost their last 9 games at home. These 4, the 4 in Texas, the playoffs, and the last one against Minnesota. That's something that's unheard of. And they were under 500 at home last year.
And with this 4-game sweep, the Yankees now take 7 straight from the Astros dating back to last year, and the game ended with that nice sliding play by Verdugo. So it was nail-biting time in the bottom of the 9th inning, but somehow Clay Holmes have the baseball gods on his side, and he is pumped up as he saves his third game and the Yankees win their fourth. And you can see the smiles on everybody's face, Paul. This meant an awful lot.
No doubt about it. I mean, this team has a lot on its shoulder to turn the page from last year. You're coming in and playing a team that has, 7 consecutive ALCSs. So, this is a big, big series for the Yankees. A great way to start the year.
And not too big for Juan Soto. He's fitting in quite nicely. We'll be back.